Do It with Dan.
Yes, sir. What is going up, internet people? Internet people? YouTube people? I mean, you guys don't live solely inside the internet, so I guess I couldn't call you internet people. Well, what is going on, my YouTube subscribers or people who aren't subscribed for whatever reason? It's literally free. You just click that subscriber button and then you just get an update whenever I upload a video. If you like it, that's kind of fucking cool. So if you like dick, subscribe to my channel. It's funny because I'm actually talking about cops today and there's a cop in front of me. Man, I got into kind of like an internet fight, I guess, if you will, with some random girl on Facebook that friend collects, and she added me somehow. Anyway, the basis of her argument, and I say argument, it was more of like a statement, really. She's like, I hate all cops. Something like that on Facebook, and I've said it a couple times before, you know, I support local authority. Like, I support police department. I do. I'm 100% supporter of law enforcement. I am. It's just how it is, man. I've always been a fan. Like, I actually used to want to be a cop, and there's only a few reasons why that's changed recently. Yeah, I used to want to be a cop, man. I got a lot of friends who were officers and stuff like that, so I've always been real respectful of cops, I guess. I know that's not gonna sound right because of my channel, you know. I'm sure, you know, some of the shit that I've done in the past or stuff like that probably doesn't reflect my opinion towards cops and stuff. And you guys already know I'm a huge supporter of the military. Like, the military is one of the bigger things. Well, anyway, so she posts something on Facebook, something along the lines of, I hate all cops, something along the lines of that. And, you know, this girl is maybe 21 years old. Obviously has no fucking scope of, you know, certain things. And I say that I'm barely 23, but at the same time, you know, I definitely have a broader scope on officers than most people my age, just because I've been around them so much. And, well, with what I do, they're attracted to me, if you will. And it got me thinking, you know, like why? You know, she had a different reason. I'm not gonna go into her fucking life story or even her fucking name, because doesn't matter. Like, I never understood the whole, like, hating cops thing. Like, I'm a white male from suburban Atlanta, so I've never had to, like, deal with discriminatory and stuff. Like, I've never had to deal with racism. I've never had to deal with discrimination. But she's a 105-pound white girl from California, and she's like, I hate all cops, you know? It just it irked me a lot, because, you know, I get so tired of losing to fuck the police. I do, especially from the biker community. I've got a lot of friends who put on a thin vest and a badge every day to protect people like me from robbers, murderers, and rapists. Maybe not as much on that last one. I don't know if anyone's trying to rape me or not. And most cops want to be cops because they can, you know, they want to support the community and help it grow, or they got all D's in high school. You know, for whatever reason it is. All joking aside, a lot of the people that I know that are officers really actually try to make a difference, and they're cool fucking people. Like that guy. I know that guy. He's fucking cool. He's probably just running code. Hey, real quick, thumbnail, clickbait, lol. Cops pay as shit. Like, the salary for an average officer is pretty shit, and they have to deal with fucking, like, the worst people every day, you know? Like, meth addicts and fucking rapists and murderers. Now, obviously, this is different for every area. Like, here in Brunswick, it's not exactly Rapetopia. It's not fucking Murder Central. I mean, yeah, there's a high violent crime. It's definitely not Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially, like, a lower crime rate area, like here, like, cops pay as shit, and they still have to deal with fucking assholes every day, and stupid people being dumb like me, dude. It's a really shitty job at some points, I'm sure. And I've done several ride-alongs with a lot of my friends, and I can tell you what, dude, you couldn't pay me enough to do it. And that was one of the main reasons, I think, I didn't go with being a cop, is just because it's like, for what you do, there's no, like, great repercussions, you know? People treat you like dirt, and you have to deal with assholes every day, and, like, to me, that wasn't worth it. So, mad respect to you guys who go out there every day and actually, like, you know, make a difference and shit like that. And everyone's got their fucking, oh, I hate the fucking cops, you know? Because they pulled me over for that one time I was smoking weed and arrested me for having illegal drugs. Fucking pigs. Like, that is the mindset of some people. I don't know. People are gonna call me a kiss ass and call me a suck up and, like, fucking whatever. People are, like, who are gonna try to justify them being assholes to cops and stuff like that. They're gonna make up a bunch of fucking names for people like me. But in reality, dude, like, I have mad respect for people who work hard every day, regardless of whether or not it being a cop. And, you know, a lot of them are just cool guys. And this is another thing that kind of bothers me about the motorcycle community, because a lot of people who ride bikes think that they're golden boys. Like, it's like, how dare that officer pull me over for just doing a wheelie at 160 miles an hour? What the fuck did I ever do to you? Like, if I get pulled over I admit what I did wrong. I know exactly what I fucking did wrong. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try to get out of the ticket by being nice and shit like that. Matter of fact, there has never been a time in my life where I've been put over and go, what did I do? No, I had no idea that I was doing something illegal. Every time I've been pulled over, I've been like, yeah, you're right. Here's a funny story, and here's just another thing to show you. And it's gonna be different from all cops everywhere. Every officer has the ability to change your day, you know. But I got pulled over. I say pulled over. One day I was on the interstate on my old CBR 600 F4i doing like a $130, a $140, something like that. Just going hauling ass down I-95. I passed a cop on the side of the road and he flashed his lights like he was gonna pull out and come for me. You know, at 120 miles an hour, I thought, you know what, I'll give this a run. And then I very quickly decided that that wasn't a good idea. For whatever reason, I was just like, yeah, that's not a good idea. I go way up ahead, I pull over, and I just wait on the side of the road for like 4 or 5 minutes, actually. And eventually the same cop pulls up with his lights off behind me and then turns them on after I've been pulled over on the side of the road. And I've just been sitting on the side of the road waiting for him, you know? And he goes, what's the matter? Your bike break down or something? And I was like, no, sir, I saw that you flashed your lights, so I pulled off the side of the road. I knew you were coming for me. And he's like, why the hell did you stop? I'd have kept going. And I was like, yeah, you know, I decided that that wasn't a good idea, and you know, I did something wrong, so I'm caught. He's like, you know, I caught you doing 110. I could take your ass to jail. So I go 110. He must have clocked me slowing down. And then he laughed, and then I laughed, and then he pulled out the handcuffs. Just to let you know, there's 3 cop cars ahead of you. I've already called them and told them you were on the way. It's a good thing you didn't run, because I'm gonna let you off with a warning. And I have a ticket somewhere that says like 110 in a 65. It's like, it's a good thing you stopped and treated me with respect. Otherwise, we would have taken your ass to jail and impounded your bike and shit. And I was like, oh, yes, that is a good thing that I stopped. I am so glad I did those things that you just said with your mouth. He was Georgia State Patrol, of all people. And Georgia State Patrol, or any highway state patrol, is known to be the fucking most hard-ass, like, cops of them all. Them and Heat Patrol, dude, those people are fucking, they don't give a shit, dude. Hey, real quick, I know you guys have seen this. I fixed my RAM mount thanks to this random YouTuber right here who made a video about it a while ago. And fucking cool on you, man. That video is 10 out of 10. It really helped me out. And this thing ain't coming out now. I went to Lowe's like the guy recommended and bought the products that he said to. Fucking works like a dream, buddy. My argument is, man, if you do something wrong, admit to it. Don't try to be like, they're like, do you know how fast you're going to see if you lie to them? The cops do that shit. Don't be like, no, I have no idea, or like I was doing, and then insert 5 miles under what you were actually doing. Don't do that shit. The cop's got a radar. He knows exactly how fast you were going. It's not like he's gonna write the ticket for whatever the fuck you say. You might as well own up to it. And a lot of cops do this to see whether or not you're lying to them. And that's, if usually you're like, my speedometer said 65 and you're doing fucking 78, he's gonna give you a ticket every fucking time. So I don't even bother lying to cops. I don't bother treating them with disrespect, because like, I know what the end result is in that. That's my bike getting fucking towed. That's me getting arrested or getting a fucking ticket. Been there, done that. Speaking of tickets, man, and cops and tickets and all that fun stuff. You guys remember that reckless driving ticket from an accident a couple of years ago? Well, it finally went to court for 750 bucks. And yeah, they just pull that out of your bank account. They don't even ask. They just, that's what they do. You're gonna pay that. Don't think you're not gonna pay that, because you're gonna pay that. So I paid that ticket, whatever, and I thought maybe for whatever reason it wouldn't go to my insurance, and I was fucking wrong. My insurance for my 3 motorcycles and my car is kind of expensive. For my 3 motorcycles, it's only like 200 bucks for the year. But for my car is like, my car last year for 6 months was 1,500 bucks. It was not cheap. So if you guys ever wonder why I'm broke, it's because fucking insurance companies love me. I pay their power bill every fucking month on time. Yeah, fucking Progressive loves me. Well, anyway, I noticed that my insurance went up from the $1,300 for the 6 months to $1,800 for 6 months worth of coverage. $3,600 a year for 1 car. So naturally I started looking for new insurance companies before contacting said insurance company. You know, I know insurance rates get jacked up during the summer and stuff like that. So I called them hoping that maybe they didn't find the ticket and maybe it was just an accident or they're just raising the rates because fuck me, right? And no, they found the ticket. Yeah, they found that right away. There was no like, oh, you might have a ticket. It's like, hey, you have a reckless driving ticket. I was like, I am not gonna pay that. That is ridiculous. I can't afford that shit. So I actually spent, I'd say, about 40 minutes on the phone with Progressive to a very nice lady. Anne. It was Annie. That was her name. Her name was Annie. Yeah, it was Annie. And she, fucking wonderful lady, stayed on the phone with me for about 30, 45 minutes, showing me how to work the website and getting me all these different types of fucking discounts, and got me down to fucking $1,300, which was $200 less than what I was paying before my reckless driving ticket. So I was like, yes ma'am, thank you so much. And then she also showed me how to do the exact same thing with my motorcycle insurance policy. So this next coming year, whenever my my policy expires for my motorcycle, I'll have even less to pay. So thank you, Progressive, shout out. They're not sponsoring me, but goddamn it, they should with how much I give them. Progressive better start sucking my dick, I swear to God. So yeah, like, I admit fault when I do stupid shit in traffic, and I think that's kind of a big deal to most officers, you know, because they get so tired of getting lied to. Can you imagine, like, every day you pull over some lady in her car, in her fucking Honda Civic, you go, do you know why I pulled you over? And she's like, no, why? You know, you were doing 15 over. Well, my speedometer said 35. Okay, well, my radar says 50, so I'm gonna write your ticket for 50. It happens every time. Don't think you're gonna lie out of a ticket. It's not gonna happen. I don't know who you think you are, but you're not. That's just my 2 cents on the whole, like, you know, I hate all cops type of deal. Have I mentioned where I'm going? Right now I'm on the way to go see my parents. They live over on St. Simon's Island. They moved down here about 2 years after I moved down here to go to college. And they live on the island now. And I wanted to show them the new fairings on the bike. They still haven't seen it yet, and I've had them on for like a week or two. So I wanted to show it to them. They're interested in it. They don't necessarily like me riding bikes. A lot of people ask that. But I still kind of do it because it's my job. My dad's salty as fuck about it right now because he has a job, and this is my job, you know? So he's all like, you son of a bitch. You could ride around your motorcycle all day talking about dicks. I'm over here having to do work and shit. I'm like, I know, don't you love me? Currently, I'm listening to, let's see, what am I listening to right now? Molotov, Puto. I don't speak Spanish, but I sure the fuck love Spanish music. Hi girl, you kinda cute. Hey baby, ever have your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat? I'm just kidding, I don't have an overcoat. One thing I don't like about living in the South is that it gets hot fucking quick. It's April, most places are still fucking snowing. Okay, maybe not snowing, but it's still cold. 95 degrees right now. Wearing some my cheapy Icon gloves. I got some nice Icon gloves that I'm doing a review on soon, but I haven't been wearing them as much because my knuckle on my right pinky is still fucked up to the point where it hurts to put on the gloves. Did I really just do that? Wow. What am I, fucking gay? Got a little air off that. And because I'm talking about cops, I'll talk about my local influence with PD, you know? Like I said, I've got a lot of friends who are officers, and it's not because, like, I feel like I need to have officer friends, it's just that I get along with cops a little bit better than I do with normal people, because they're all kind of like me, you know? They're, like, kind of edgy assholes that, at the end of the day, really care about people. They just show it in different ways, like giving them tickets and arresting them. But I know there's a lot of officers who watch my videos. I think I've talked about this before, but I'm almost certain that there's officers who watch my videos who absolutely don't like me at all and would love to see me get arrested or given a big old fat ticket, or even worse, you know? And I don't necessarily blame them. Like, for instance, I'm kind of an asshole. I'm obnoxious. I don't exactly follow every traffic law. I've been yelled at personally by the judge of our town. That was fun. I say fun, I mean kind of like, you know, I felt like it was excessive, but, you know, whatever. Like, he yelled at me like he was my father, basically, in a courtroom full of people. That was a little embarrassing. I felt like that was unnecessary, but hey, you know what? Whatever, maybe it worked. I can't tell. Like, you know when I uploaded that video, Fuck the Police, where I pull up next to my buddy in his Charger, who's a cop, and I'm like fucking around with him. It's really weird though, because like half the people took it seriously and the other half knew that I was joking, and because people can't fucking listen sometimes. Like, I even said it in the video, like, hey, this is a friend of mine. He's out doing stuff, that's why I'm fucking with him, he's my friend. versus the other people who are like, hey, you're a faggot. I'm like, thank you, appreciate it. Whereas, you know, the people who understood that I was joking were like officers. They're like, hey, Dan, I'm a cop over in blah 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 county of blah 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 state or blah 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 city. You know, I think your videos are funny. Thank you for showing us law enforcement, you know, that we're people too. And that's all it really comes down to, man. Like, cops are people too. Mike the Cop and Officer Daniels are two people I follow on Instagram that occasionally will drop a knowledge bomb on your bitch ass. As a matter of fact, Mike the Cop has this series called out, like, Humanizing the Badge or something along those lines. And it's pretty cool to watch because, like, you get to see, like, how, you know, how a cop is on his daily lifestyle type of deal.